Hi. So I'm gonna make this video to help my co-travelers. I made my 5 tips when you go traveling, and this is just according to me personally. This is what I have learned when my friend and I went to Italy 2 weeks ago, and we tried this interrailing, and I just wrote down my 5 tips. So first number one is pack light. Pack light. Yeah, I think this is really important, but I never succeeded on this. Like, I haven't been traveling so much, but recently, like in this year, this is probably my third travel, but I could never ever pack light. I remember when we went to Malta for 9 days, and I have this, this 23-kilogram bag, like big one. I had it full with clothes, maybe 5 pairs of shoes, but that was unnecessary. No, pack light. It's the best because you always end up buying something. Number two is never ever leave your important documents. So in this trip we were interrailing. We have this travel document we need to fill in every time we go, so we can get a free ride of all this what do you call this transportation that participate in this interrailing. But most of like the European transportation participate in this. In Italy it was like this Trenitalia, I'm sorry. This one is also our like an identification card for interrailing. That one, yes, that one. So what happened is, like, we forgot to bring our this travel document, or I did at least, so we could have actually get this transportation for free, as long as we just write that we are leaving, and so that you get like an entry. So we end up buying like tickets. So it wasn't so expensive, but we could have made our trip a bit cheaper, save a bit more. So that's it. And it also includes like never leave your passport or what do you call this? For me, because I'm not a European, so I need my visa with me all the time. Also, in case something happens, they will ask your documents, and passport and visa is really important. Yes, and number three. I have difficulty in saying that. 3. Okay, never mind. But my number 3 tip is never ever throw your plastic bottle. I think I have one here. Wait a second. Okay. This kind of bottle. I mean, these. Just the water bottle. Like we call it in Philippines, like the mineral water. But anyways, never ever throw that, because this one is still useful. Like, you remember when you go for this inspection in the airport, they want you to like throw it, or like not bring big amounts of what do you call this, like water or liquids to wear. So you can drink it all up or throw the water, but never throw this bottle, because this is still recyclable. Like, if you get inside after the inspection, they wouldn't ask anymore to check how much like liquid you have. So you can ask in the restaurant if they could refill, or when you drink a coffee, you could always ask them to refill your bottle. So then you have a bottle filled with water. So it's really useful. And aside from that, like for example, what we did in Rome, it was really hot. It was like around 40 degrees. So me and my friend, we bought like this bigger water. And whenever we get to the hotel, we fill our smaller bottle. So when we go out, we don't have to buy, because like it gets expensive. Like, yeah, of course it's just €1 or 2, but it's important also to keep hydrating when it's so warm, especially when it's like a city trip. So this is really handy and cheap, and I think it's really useful. So that's my number 3 tip. And jumping into my fourth. This is like, personally, I like to withdraw like a bigger amount of money than like withdrawing small amounts, like what is often, like more often. Because like when you go abroad, for example, and then you use your bank to another bank, I don't know if that's understandable, but then if you do that, for example, then you pay a bit more extra. Like in my case, I pay a bit around, like I think it's around 5 or 6 euros or something like that. So I think it's unnecessary. Like for example, that's not big, but I think it's so unnecessary. For example, you keep withdrawing 3 to 4 times in a day, because like, oh, you withdraw, maybe I'll withdraw 100 or 50 euros, and then it's like throwing 5 euros all the time. So I think that's so unnecessary. So what I do, like for example, if I think like 500 would be enough in the whole trip, this is also handy if it's the same currency. So then I could just like take maybe 1/3 or a half of it when I go out and leave the other half in the hotel. So it's safer also, because it's not safe walking around with big amount of money. But then in that way you can save, you know. I think I made my point. So personally, I'd like to withdraw a bigger amount than just taking cash in there and throwing extra cash. That's it. And my fifth, yes, my fifth, this is really shocking for me. I think my fifth is, you have to be careful in your social media input, because like for me, I use like Instagram a lot, or not a lot, but I post pictures so much on my Instagram, and I use hashtag and you know the location also. So some guys just randomly like sends direct messages on me, like asking, are you still in Rome, or are you still in Naples, or you look so beautiful today with your white dress, you know. And it's so creepy, yeah. And it can be really also like what do you call this, it can be really dangerous also, especially for girls if you're traveling alone. Blah, I can speak. So if you're traveling alone, so be careful with your social media input. Yeah, I think that's my 5 tips, or that's the 5 things also I've learned during this trip that is really helpful for me. I'm sorry, I can't speak. So I hope you also leave your comments below. So I would really like to learn also, because I'm a novice traveler. I just started traveling, and I really want to learn this humble traveling, cheap but like still rich, you know. But by the way, I have plus tip for you guys. This is also personally, I want to like have my notebook with me and a pen when traveling. Pen also, because especially when you're filling up documents or you have to write something or anything, then you have your own pen. I think it's handy. And then a notebook for me, because I jot down everything. I got this from Rome in Colosseum. Yes, it's really handy. So like for example, if you're traveling with your friend and then you owe her something, or she owe you something, you can jot it down here, and then you can pay things later, or what you felt, or anything, like your thoughts about your travel. I think it's really nice to have also like a notebook and a pen. So that's it. I hope you like this video is also helpful, because for me this was really helpful, and I think I would still like use that to my next trip. By the way, I'm planning my next trip probably next week. We'll see. But ciao, thank you, and give me your comments and give me some more tips. Thank you.